Alright guys, in today's video we have more PlayStation 5 news and info to go over and discuss. So before we dive into it, if you could do me a big favor, make sure you leave the video a like to help it out and show your support. Hit the subscribe button if you're new and hit the bell notification icon as well so you can be notified immediately anytime a new video goes live. But the first piece of PlayStation 5 news we're going over has to do with a new report that has come out and revealed that the PlayStation 5 apparently shipped 3.4 million units in just the first 4 weeks, and that shipments are expected to reach between 16 and 18 million units in 2021, which is good news for anybody who wants a PlayStation 5 but is finding it difficult to actually get their hands on one. It says here Sony shipped 3.4 million PlayStation 5 units in the first 4 weeks of availability, the highest ever for a PlayStation console, according to a new report. According to this new report from Digitimes, spotted by Sirkin Toto, Sony will also ship between 16.8 and 18 million units in 2021, thanks to a supply stream ramp-up. More units will be reserved for the Asian territory from January. Now, the reason why they're mentioning this individual sharing this information is because I do believe you have to be subscribed to Digitimes in order to gain access to this information. Goes on to say, while Digitimes is not always accurate, the 3.4 million figure does fall in line with reports from earlier this year revealing that Sony is planning to ship 10 million PlayStation 5 units before March 2021. The Japanese company originally planned to ship between 5 and 6 million units by March, but the increased demand made Sony change its plans. And so we are starting to see some information come out here, good information, honestly, good news that's letting us know not only just how well the PS5 is actually doing, and I've been saying this for some time, guys, that I think the demand for the PS5, frankly, is off the charts. I don't say that as a fanboy. I don't say that as somebody who wants to brag about it because I'm not Sony, obviously, but I say that as somebody who has been following this and kind of just gauging the general excitement for this new console. And it's always felt like it was destined to surpass the hype and excitement that we saw for the PlayStation 4, which at that time was also through the roof. And I'm really happy to see that we're starting to get some information out that reveals just how well this console is doing. It sold 3.4 million in just 4 weeks, and apparently that is the most ever for a PlayStation console. I don't know if that's the most ever for a console in general. I do believe that supply constraint could have hindered Sony's ability to actually break some type of record in that way. We don't know though. But all in all, the demand is insane for the PS5. And it actually caused Sony to work really hard to try to ramp up production. And now we're hearing that they're expecting shipments to reach between 16.8 and 18 million units in 2021, which is great news, again, for those who want this console. It seems Sony is trying really hard to saturate the market as quickly as they possibly can, which would put an end to this entire scalping situation. You better believe that Sony wants to put an end to that as well, because that's not really good press for them, right? Having high demand for your console and your product is really good, but there is also a lot of negativity surrounding it and a lot of frustration that's being driven towards Sony and their product, and they don't want that to linger. And so great news all around, guys. We don't know for sure if this report is 100% accurate, but it does seem to fall in line with what we've heard previously. But moving on from that, I want to talk a little bit about what a developer had to say about working with the PlayStation 5 hardware. And this is a developer who's working on the upcoming PS5 exclusive Goodbye Volcano High, which I will admit is certainly not my cup of tea when it comes to the type of games I like to play, but still, it is a developer, and they're saying some interesting things about what it's like working with the PS5 hardware. So it says here, Goodbye Volcano High might not look like a graphically intensive game, but its visual effects and art do put a strain on older hardware, which developer Co-op is glad is not the case with the PS5. Speaking to the official PlayStation magazine via Games Radar, creative director Salim Debaus revealed that the PS5's hardware allows developers to focus on making, quote, the best possible art, unquote, rather than worrying about memory constraints. Although Goodbye Volcano High is headed to the PS4, Debaus hinted that it will require, quote, a lot of work that will have to be done to make the game run the way we want it to, unquote. And so this is exactly what was being said. We're doing a lot of visual lighting effects and things that are running in real time that if we pull it off right, the player should never even notice is happening. We also want to be able to pan or zoom or do some camera movements, which means our resolutions and our textures have to be at a ginormous size for that to all look perfect at 4K. And so what's really nice about doing that work on the PS5 is that we're really not super worried about technical constraints on memory and resolution size and things like that. So it lets us really focus on making the best possible art. DeBouse also praised the DualSense controller. He said that its haptic feedback has proven to be really valuable and its adaptive triggers are an exciting tool for game designers. And for those wondering, Goodbye Volcano High will release sometime in 2021. So again, not a game that I can personally say I'm looking forward to, but I'm sure there are people who are looking forward to this game. But again, I always find it very interesting what developers have to say about working with the PS5. So it sounds like it's making it very easy for them to get this game exactly how they want it to be on the PlayStation 5. And it sounds like they're going to have to put more effort, much more effort apparently, into getting it exactly where they want it to be on the PS4. So very interesting stuff there. Maybe it just goes to show how easy the PS5 really is to develop for. But moving right along, I know I'm a little bit late to this one, but I do want to let everybody know that Dbrand has announced custom PS5 faceplates while also daring Sony to sue them. So prior to launch, with the PlayStation 5, a UK-based company decided to market custom faceplates for the console, only to end up receiving a legal threat from Sony. As a result, the faceplate manufacturer had to halt operations before returning to the scene via a crowdfunding effort. When asked by a Reddit user if it was worried about Sony's response, Dbrand simply said, "We encourage them to try." Dbrand's official announcement, which includes a shot at Cyberpunk 2077, makes for an amusing read, so we'll leave it here for all of our readers. So I will read it to you guys because it is pretty amusing. As the title of this post suggests, we're now the global leaders in PS5 faceplates. Sue us, Sony. This project has been in the works since just before we told you not to buy PlayStation 5 skins. Spoiler alert, this is why we told you not to buy PlayStation 5 skins. After moving a few more chess pieces through 4 dimensions, we added a new production line to our plastic injection molding facility and got to work. The skills we've refined through the past few years of developing the grip case has uniquely positioned our organization to create OEM-grade faceplates, ones with all of the precision, attention to detail, and needlessly elaborate packaging that you've come to expect from Dbrand. We'll be entering mass production on PS5 faceplates by year's end. However, we won't be accepting orders until we have stock at our Toronto HQ ready to ship. If CD Projekt Red has taught us anything, it's that selling products before they're finished is a bad idea. If you're among the millions of humans who didn't get a PS5 for Christmas, stay calm. When you see these go out of stock, we anticipate that the demand will outpace supply at launch, but rest assured faceplates will be a permanent fixture in our portfolio. On the other hand, if you're among the millions of scalpers hoping to differentiate their overpriced PS5 with a custom faceplate, we encourage you to sign up for the launch notifications here. That's it from us. Congratulations on surviving 2020. We'll try harder in 2021. So a very amusing write-up here, as it says, that really kind of just sums it all up, I guess, right? Taking some shots at Sony, daring them to sue them, taking shots at Cyberpunk, taking shots at scalpers. It's a very interesting write-up, but I do think that this is pretty cool all in all. Dbrand is a well-known brand. They're well-established, and so it will be extremely interesting to see if anything comes of this, because I highly doubt that they would be pursuing this in such an aggressive manner if they weren't certain that they couldn't actually do it and get away with it, legally speaking. So yeah, as to whether or not you should jump on this if you're looking for faceplates, I think it's okay too, but you still might want to have a little bit of apprehension because we don't know how this is going to pan out. But either way, there is now apparently an option that's coming to change your faceplates on your PS5 from a well-known brand, a well-established brand that's known for quality products. So there you go. I can't say that I'm going to end up doing it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm actually really kind of fond at this point of the white plates on the PS5. If I could maybe get a different colored DualSense, then maybe I would consider doing it. I'm also eager to see what Sony's plans are when it comes to custom consoles or limited edition consoles, anything of that nature. But to close out this video, I want to just let everybody know, because there may be somebody who can actually afford this, who may want it. Let everybody know that Caviar aims to beat the scalpers by making the most expensive PS5 ever out of 18 karat gold crocodile leather. So yeah, it says the Golden Rock limited edition PS5 will be very difficult to manufacture. This is mainly because it's clad in 8 plates of 18 karat gold, weighing a total of 20 kilograms. The 3D design aims to replicate the outlines of a rock face, especially the geometry of gold ore. According to Caviar, the casting is made using the original jewelry technique, which adds volume and texture to the model. So those not looking forward to DualSense controllers that weigh an absolute ton will be pleased to know that the gold is limited to the touch pads there, although it has the same rough texture that would likely make it difficult to use. The rest of the controller is wrapped in premium black crocodile leather. Caviar is producing a single Golden Rock console. If you want to earn this one-of-a-kind console, you'll need a fair amount of spare cash. The price of the console hasn't been confirmed. However, the cost price of the gold alone would place the console at around $900,000 US. That would make it the most expensive console on the market. So yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that this is something that is apparently going to happen. They're only making one, and if you are wealthy enough and you have the desire, you can go buy basically $1 million console, essentially. I'm sure it's going to be more than $900,000. So very interesting stuff there. Can't say that that's something I would personally want to pursue, but if you are able to get it, you will have some serious bragging rights, I guess, and something cool to show off and talk about. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. Again, if you did, make sure you leave it a like. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.